you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it. Slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
Oh, the question was, where is JSGC? It's right here. What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing my Manchester City live watch along. It's Manchester City taking on Leeds United in what is a very prestigious, I'm wondering if it's a very unique day, because it's a 3 PM kickoff on a Saturday, and it's live, being broadcast live, which is very unusual. Now, due to it being a bank holiday weekend and the coronation, they've not had any early kickoffs, so they've not had a chance to squeeze in games here and there. So I presume that this 3 PM little gap that they've had to remove that and say, actually, we're going to have to do a live match broadcast, which is exactly what's happening here between this game between Manchester City and Leeds United. So looking forward to it. Should be a good game. Team news is out. We're going to speak all about that. But before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. We're on that push to 30,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be great. We've got... What? I know. You can go. Interruptions. I like being live. Anyway, we are close to 30,000 subscribers. We're less than 100 subs away from 29k, so any help towards that would be great. Also, don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts in the live chat. You can see we've already got Manchester City fan in, giving a very early score prediction, going for a 3-1 victory today to Manchester City over Leeds United. I'll take any victory as long as it is 3 points. So thank you very much to Manchester City fan for tuning in. Alex, also, thanks for tuning in, saying can't stay, has to revise for his A-levels, but just wanted to say hello and left a like on the live stream. Legend, hope you enjoy the revision. You are dedicated, to say the least, Manchester City playing and putting revision first. So, dedication, absolutely love that from Alex, and thanks very much for tuning in, much appreciated, and thanks for leaving a thumbs up as well. And speaking of thumbs up, 100 likes is the aim, you know the rules. 81 away, currently on 19, so 81 likes to go to 100 likes. Any help towards that would be great. Social media links, they're in the description below, and also on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too, and on the yellow banner too if you want to go and hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. And finally, I want to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by BetMate. You can go and check out BetMate's links and details. They're also in the description and also in the live chat. But BetMate, it's only available to those in the UK. It is available to those who are 18 or over. They run various pots, and it runs very much like fantasy football. So you pay to be put into the pot. They're running a pot today, which is worth, I think, £300. So let me just get the pot up so I can tell you all of the details for today's Premier League special pot, which JSGC is, of course, part of. So it is a £300 pot, paying up to the top 30 places. Costs £3 to enter. You can use code JSGC10 on sign up. You'll get £10 in free bets. You can use them free bets to enter for free. You've got just under 20 minutes to come and join if you want to. And as I said, it is the 3 PM special, so it's called the Prem Saturday 3 PMs. You can find it live on the BetMate homepage. If you're wanting to join using their pot code, then that is Prem-Sat-3PM-0605. So that's Prem, Prem-Sat-3PM-0605, which is, of course, today's date, the 6th of the 5th, which is coronation date of the 6th of May. First place getting it to £90, which is great. Second place £45. Third place £27.90. Fourth place £18.90, and fifth place £12. As I said, it's a £3 entry fee, so come and check that out. And remember, if you are signing up, use my link in the description. It's free to download the BetMate app, and also use code JSGC10 on sign up. Get £10 in free bets and enter the pot for 3. So you're able to select up to 2 players for each team. So I need to go through my team to make sure that my rotation is in place and these players are starting. It's a good time for me really to head on to go through the teams and the lineups for the games. So you're able to pick from 4 games today on BetMate: Bournemouth, Chelsea, Man City, Leeds, Spurs, Crystal Palace, and Wolves against Aston Villa. I'm just going to start off with the Wolves and Aston Villa game. I've not got any players from Wolves. I've got a couple of players from Aston Villa. I've got Martinez in goal, who starts, and I've got Konsa at the back, who also starts for Aston Villa, so I don't need to rotate anything there. I've got a couple of players starting in the Bournemouth-Chelsea game as well. So start off with Bournemouth. I've got Neto on the bench, he starts, and Smith starts for Bournemouth at the back as well, who's my defender. I've got in midfield Kovacic of Chelsea, who is not starting today, so I'm going to rotate him. N'Golo Kante on the bench, so I think I'm going to put N'Golo Kante into the team. So I'm going to remove Kovacic and I'm going to put Kante in. And on the bench, I think I'll stick with Chelsea and I'll go with Enzo Fernandez. So he is in. So that's the Bournemouth-Chelsea selections all sorted. Spurs against Crystal Palace as well. Got any players from Spurs? I've got a couple. Perisic, does he start? Ivan Perisic does not, but Heung-min Son does, so I can stick with Heung-min Son, but I'll remove Perisic, and I'll go with one of the other Spurs defenders. I think I'm going to go with, I might go with Pedro Porro, former City man. Yeah, why not? We'll put Pedro Porro on the bench as well, and we'll just see if Wilfried Zaha is starting for Crystal Palace. I think he was a bit of an injury doubt, but does start, which is good news. I've not got any selections for Leeds United. I've already had a quick browse of the City team, so I know who's starting, and the 2 players, Foden and Haaland, that I've selected are starting. So my BetMate team lined up today with Martinez in goal, Konsa and Smith as my defenders, Foden my vice-captain, and Kante my midfielders, captain Erling Haaland and Heung-min Son up top. On the bench, I've got Neto of Bournemouth, Pedro Porro of Spurs, Enzo Fernandez of Chelsea, and Wilfried Zaha of Crystal Palace. So there's my BetMate team all locked and loaded, ready for the pot. Come and join me, links and details there in the description. Do leave your thoughts then, everybody, in the live chat. That would be much appreciated, including your score prediction for today and also where you are tuning in from. Justin, welcome, thanks for tuning in. John as well, thanks for tuning in, much appreciated, hope you are well. Sub2, thanks for tuning in as well, good day to you, going for a 4-1 victory there, I presume, to Manchester City. So I'm just going to go through Manchester City's starting 11 for today as John's travelling around the world. Where was you in the last stream, John? Was it West Coast, America somewhere? I think it was like going to Sydney today, so why not? Anyway, we'll start with our opponents today first. Leeds United, they're starting with Robles in goal. This is Sam Allardyce's first team selection as manager of Leeds United. Has said in the build-up to this that he's just as good as Pep. He's just as good as Jurgen Klopp. He knows what it takes to keep teams in the Premier League. And Sam Allardyce just seems to have gathered himself a massive ego. And Sam Allardyce over the last 20 years doesn't seem to have changed one bit. So he's starting with Robles in goal for Leeds today. He's going with a back 3 of Christiansen, Voba and Junior Firpo. It's Luke Ayling starting as right wing back. Jack Harrison, former Manchester City man, starting as left wing back, with Adam Forshaw and Mark Roker making up central midfield. It's Weston Mckennie as well, starting with Wilfried Gnonto starting on the left wing. And Patrick Bamford starts up top for Leeds United today. On the bench for them, Meslier, starts Robles instead of Meslier. Meslier on the bench, along with Koch, Struge, Aronson, Somerville, Gray, Greenwood, Rutter, and Rodrigo as well. Some big calls there. Some really, really big calls there from Sam Allardyce as he battles to try and keep Leeds United in the Premier League. Permutations for them, 17th place. Teams around them, Everton, Southampton, Forest, Leicester, West Ham, either playing on Sunday or Monday. So Leeds United have got a chance here. If they can come to the Etihad and do the impossible and beat Manchester City, then all of a sudden Leeds looking very good to staying up. Lose this game. They don't want to lose by a lot here because goal difference could be key. Just 1 in it between Leeds and Everton, 8 in it between Leeds and Forest, a 5 or 6 goal victory today for Manchester City, and all of a sudden that goal difference is very tight and very narrow with just 3 games to play after today for Leeds United. Level on points with Leicester. They played 34 games and 4 games left. West Ham as well, 4 points clear, not out of the relegation drop just yet. I think Bournemouth, Chelsea, they're safe. Which is unfortunate for Chelsea, as I don't see them picking up many points between now and the end of the season. West Ham, to me, need 1 more victory, and that'll seal Premier League status for them. I think 37 points is enough with the goal difference that they've got to stay in the Premier League. So that's what the teams are battling for. And Leicester, Leeds, Nottingham Forest, to me, need 7 points from 4 games to stand a chance of staying up. Everton got it all to do, need at least 8 points. Southampton needing 4 wins. It's very difficult down at the bottom. It's so tight, so narrow. Each game more important than the next. Big games coming up at the bottom of the Premier League. West Ham on Sunday, home match against United. It's massive. Everton away against Brighton on Monday. It's difficult. Nottingham Forest, massive 6-pointer between them and Southampton. Southampton need the victory. Nottingham Forest need the victory and they need the point. So it's all to play for. It's so tight. And so it's not just about Man City in the top of the Premier League and going 4 points clear of Arsenal if we can win today with 4 games left for us to play and having a superior goal difference. And Arsenal having a very difficult match away against Newcastle tomorrow. There's just massive permutations in place here for both teams, and it's a massive game there. And Sam Allardyce making the big calls. Meslier doesn't start in goal, goes with Robles instead, is a big call. Rodrigo left on the bench, Koch left on the bench, Strugs left on the bench. Some massive calls there from Sam Allardyce. Now, your Manchester City starting 11, and we have rotated, and this is really interesting. Is Ederson in goal? Ortega-Moreno was been spoken about maybe going in goal for this game. He doesn't. Ederson gets the big call there. It's a back 3 made up of Manuel Akanji coming in for John Stones. Ruben Dias, he also misses out, being rested here, with Aymeric Laporte finally getting a start. It's a massive game this for Aymeric Laporte. He needs to show his quality. Nathan Ake starting as well and getting more minutes under his belt, ready for Real Madrid on Tuesday evening. Now the big call, Kalvin Phillips in defensive midfield. There's no John Stones. It's not him. It's Rico Lewis. He gets given the nod. He starts for Manchester City today in place of Kalvin Phillips, which is a massive call. So the likes of Sergio Gomez, Kalvin Phillips left on the bench. Laporte will feel better that he gets a start here in this game and playing right in front of Ederson as well. It's a big role. It's very clear. It's very obvious that Aymeric Laporte isn't preferred as Manchester City's left-sided centre-back. They're letting him go through the middle instead today. Be interested to see how he gets on, because I thought it could have been a Akanji starting there instead with Kyle Walker obviously starting, but he doesn't. He's been rested, Kyle Walker. He's on the bench, so Kyle Walker could well be starting against Real Madrid, and him and Vinicius Jr. having an interesting battle. We didn't really see Kyle Walker feature against Bayern Munich. City were happy to go with Akanji, so that's big. It's really big. So Man City starting defensive midfielder in that little inverted fullback role is Rico Lewis today alongside Ilkay Gundogan. So some much needed rest for Rodri, which is fantastic. Much needed rest for Grealish as well as Phil Foden comes into the side. Julian Alvarez partnering Erling Haaland up top or just sitting behind him with Riyad Mahrez on the right wing. And what's really great to see is the return of number 17, Kevin De Bruyne, returning to Manchester City starting 11, ready and waiting for Real Madrid. And I imagine Man City here will want the important players having 50, 60 minutes. That's your lot today, really, and rotating the team to the likes of Ake, De Bruyne, Erling Haaland. I'm not really expecting any of these players to be doing more than 60 minutes today. And City will want to get this job done quickly. And with Leeds, they're going to be stubborn. They're going to sit deep. It's not going to be a lot of space. Got a bit of pace up top as well. Could be a very dangerous game for City, so City need to be careful. Now, on the bench for City today, we're starting with just Ortega-Moreno as our goalkeeper. So, interesting. We normally go with 2 goalkeepers instead, so big Scott Carson missing out there for Manchester City. Also on the bench, John Stones, Ruben Dias, Kyle Walker, Rodri, Jack Grealish, Bernardo Silva, Sergio Gomez and Kalvin Phillips. Very strong bench that for Manchester City to go at, and a good opportunity here for City to rotate. And I imagine City will be doing the same again next weekend away against Everton as a little bit of squad rotation, and then we'll take it from there to see if we progress in the Champions League or not. I'm going for a 2-0 victory today to Manchester City, sticking to what I said in the preview. I'm sticking with Erling Haaland scoring in the first half, City wrapping it up in the second half with a Phil Foden goal. I reckon we could see a Phil Foden goal around about the hour mark will spur Manchester City into making some changes. It will be first teamer for first teamer, so it won't be rotated players coming in for first team players and looking disjointed. I think Manchester City will have enough about them to go on and win this game, but Manchester City need to turn up. It's a massive game, this one. Looking forward to it, and hopefully we'll be in for an entertaining game. More importantly, a win for Manchester City. 3 points, go 4 points clear of Arsenal. Got a massive game tomorrow. Arsenal have taking on Newcastle United away from home. No gimme at all. And with City having a superior goal difference, Arsenal needing them victories, needing 4 wins from 4 to put Manchester City under as much pressure as possible. So a massive weekend here coming over the bank holiday for Manchester City, for Arsenal, and for relegation spots in the Premier League as well. So very exciting. Looking forward to it. City looking to continue their good form and hopefully should be in for a good game. John says we was in Sarasota. Is that in Florida in the last stream? Now makes it to Sydney. Sticking with the S's. I like it. Justin, thanks for tuning in. Going for a 3-0 victory today for Manchester City. I'll take that every single day of the week. Zed Gamer going for a 3-1 victory for Manchester City as well. And John says, facing the greatest manager in history today, Big Sam, who could win anything according to his majestic self. Yeah, he said if he was in charge of Manchester City, he'd be winning everything as well. I'm not sure why he's coming out with these comments. I think Sam Allardyce, been away from football for a little while, has been missing it and looking just to get his comments in to try and upset the apple cart ahead of trying to play some mind games with Pep Guardiola. And obviously, Pep Guardiola's not going to get involved in mind games here, because I'll tell you right now, Pep Guardiola with that team selection is focusing here. I want the victory. City have gone with a strong team, but certainly one eye on that match with Real Madrid on Tuesday evening. Let's not forget, Real Madrid haven't got a gimme today. They've got a cup final, I think, in the Copa del Rey, taking on, I think they've got Zaragoza. So I'm not sure if it's a semi-final or a final, or there's something going on. They've got a domestic cup final, and it's a difficult game for Real Madrid. So Real Madrid aren't going to be able to rest as many players as what they'd have liked ahead of a big Champions League match. And I know that has upset a few of the hierarchy in Madrid at this moment in time. Just keeping an eye on some other scores around the ground. I can see that you've got some matches in Italy taking place. AC Milan are at home 2-0 up at half-time against Lazio. They're going to start getting some changes, I imagine, in that second half, ready for their big Milan derby, 2-leg clash in the semi-final Champions League semi-final clash. That should be good. Roma taking on Inter Milan at 5 p.m. Inter away from home. Not an easy match, taking on Jose Mourinho's AS Roma as well, which will be interesting. And it is the Copa del Rey final taking place, and it's Osasuna, not Zaragoza, that they're taking on. So yeah, an important day there for Real Madrid as well, so should be really interesting. A good day of football planned ahead. And it's a bank holiday weekend. Sun trying to make its way out. It's not been too bad. So guys, leave a thumbs up. We're on 30 likes. We're 70 away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links, they're in the description below, and also in the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too, and on the yellow banner if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the live chat as well, including your score prediction for this game and where you are tuning in from. TikTok link in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. And finally, I would say a big thank you to BetMate for sponsoring today's video. Go and check them out. Links and details there in the description. You've got a couple more minutes to go and join that Prem special £300 pot, £3 entry fee. Remember, use code JSGC10 on sign up and get £10 in free bets. It's a free app to download. Link and details there in the description. And also in the live chat. So the players have made their way out of the tunnel onto the field. They're lining up. Big Sam making his return to Premier League football. Manchester City ready to go as well with a rotated team with one eye on Real Madrid as well. So should be a really important game. And looking forward to it. John going for a 4-0 victory. I'm going for a 2-0 victory. A little bit more conservative from me today. Going for a 2-0 victory for Manchester City. And Justin, I'm afraid I'm busy tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to do a live watch along of the Newcastle Arsenal game. I'd like to have done, but I'm busy. I'm elsewhere at another football match for my other channel, JSGC Football. Hoping to have a vlog out for that either tomorrow night or Monday morning sometime for you guys to look forward to, depending on how it goes and everything. So I'm busy, I'm afraid. So I will be live, though, with Manchester City games. Got a live watch along today, and we've got a live watch along taking place on Tuesday evening for City's away match in Madrid. Looking forward to that. Should be a good game. So look, should be good. Dudley, thanks for tuning in, much appreciated. Sub 2, Real Madrid do have a cup final, the Copa del Rey final, taking on Osasuna. It's taking place today, not tomorrow though. According to Sky Sports, it is anyway. It's taking place later on today. Crack my drink open, got the cam ready. Looking forward to it. Manchester City lining up today with Ederson returning back in goal. It's a back three made up of Akanji, Laporte and Nathan Ake. Rico Lewis and Ilkay Gundogan as City's two holding midfielders. De Bruyne and Alvarez are two further forward central midfielders. Alvarez I'm expecting to be playing more alongside Erling Haaland today, with Riyad Mahrez on the right wing, Phil Foden on the left wing, and that man I've just mentioned there, Premier League's top goal scorer, breaking the all-time record for scoring the most goals in one season. 35 goals for Haaland. He's got 4 games after today to try and hit 40 goals. A hat-trick for Erling Haaland today would be brilliant, and 40 goals well within his sight. And to be honest, if there's ever a game that City could do with an early goal against Big Sam's team, today is that day. If there's ever been a time for City to grab a quick 2 or 3 goals and get a game wrapped up by half-time, today is that day, so we can keep that eye on Real Madrid midweek and allow us to rotate a little bit there. City gone with a little bit more rotation today. We'll rotate against Everton next week as well. So there we go. We're nearly ready and set for kickoff. 2 minutes away here from 3 p.m. in the UK. Leeds not been in great form, that's why they got rid of the manager, and Big Sam comes in, doing anything they can to try and stay in the Premier League. Dare I suggest desperation? We'll see. Crisp and nice. Needed. Julia, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Good after lunch, I like it. Colbjorn, thanks for tuning in. It's Strongbow Original Cider is today's choice of drink. I've got about 3. Yeah, 3 left in the drink, in the fridge. I'm wondering how many weekends we've got left of football. Got Everton next week, Chelsea the weekend after, and then that should take me nicely to the end of the season. And then obviously got the FA Cup final to look forward to, maybe a Champions League final as well. And I'll be going in the background, rum. I've got some Coke and rum is what I'll be going for. So players are gathering at the centre circle. I think they're going to play the national anthem. I want to see what the reaction is, so I'm just going to turn this up 1 second. I'm wondering if anyone was going to boo it. I know a few City fans have said don't boo it. There's a few people singing it, actually. They're playing it at Anfield, which I don't think is going to go down too well there. There's a fair few singing it, to be fair, as this is for the coronation of what is today King Charles III in the UK. As I mentioned in my preview, the bank holiday weekend, so thumbs up from me. Football's on as well, so I'm happy. There we go. You don't often get... It feels very American, doesn't it? National anthems before games. That is odd. A little bit of history. That's why I was turning it up. I was trying to see what the reaction was. I'll knock it back down so it doesn't pick up on the mic. That was unusual. That was really unusual. Rightio then, guys. We are ready and set for kickoff. Leeds are going to get us underway here. And we do have kickoff here. Leeds playing in black shirts orange, like a dark yellow coloured shorts and socks. I'm not really sure what colour that is, to be honest. Like a murky, like a Wolves colour, like a Wolves away kit. That's what it looks like. City playing in their home kits, attacking from left to right, attacking the south stand first half. City, as we normally do. In fact, I can't remember the last time we attacked the south stand. Have we attacked the south stand this season in the second half? I'm not sure that we have, to be honest. Last game I can recall that we did that was the game we won the Premier League against Villa last season, last game when we won the Premier League. So yeah. Anyway, City attacking the south stand as normal. Julia, God save King Haaland. Love that. I'm wondering, should City have some success at the end of the season? Premier League champions, FA Cup champions, Champions League champions? If that happens, and Haaland ends up top goal scorer in the Champions League and top goal scorer in the Premier League, may we see the first ever Manchester City Ballon d'Or winner? May Erling Haaland at the end of the year win the Ballon d'Or? Who out there's been more in form and better? I genuinely can't think of anyone. I really can't. Anyway, thank you very much to everybody for tuning in. Much appreciated. We're on that push to 100 likes, which means we're just 66 likes away. So any help towards that would be great. Also, don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And also, don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. So, first couple of minutes here, nothing really happens. City just had a slice shot that went miles over the bar. Nothing for me to get too excited over. Here's Ilkay Gundogan then, building the attack for Manchester City. Leeds currently got everybody inside their half, and I'm expecting that to be pretty much a pattern here for this first half between City and Leeds United. I think Leeds United's plan will be very much to do what West Ham managed to do. Get to half-time at 0-0. If you're still in the game, see if they can push, because Leeds United, it'd be great for them to pick up they'll be thinking, great to get a point, but I mean, realistically, they're needing wins. Because if Leeds draw this weekend, with the games that they've got coming up, I mean, they've got West Ham away from home, Newcastle at home. Is it at home? Or I think it's at home, and Spurs away. It's just so difficult. So difficult. Raheem, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. And hello to you. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. A free kick here. Work to De Bruyne. He's going to put a ball in. And headed clear by Leeds. And further flicked on and out for a throw-in to Manchester City. Andrew, thanks for tuning in. I presume tuning in further west to us. Perhaps United States for the morning. It's afternoon here in the UK. Middle of the afternoon, 3 p.m. Here is Aymeric Laporte then. For Manchester City. Rico Lewis wants the ball and receives the ball. And there's a lot of options on the left-hand side, but not a lot of attacks seem to be going down the right-hand side. And that was getting picked up on in the West Ham match. Not a lot of attacks went down that right-hand side. As a ball just falls nicely there to Kevin De Bruyne, but he takes a heavy touch and Leeds can get it clear. Man City can gather that one up through a combination of Laporte and Gundogan. And Akanji can work this now down the right-hand side. And not a very good pass from Mahrez is intercepted by Leeds. Nearly picked off there by Patrick Bamford. Instead, Ilkay Gundogan can have a run here into the Leeds penalty area. And Kevin De Bruyne just threads a ball across the box. Robles reads that one and picks the ball up. And Leeds conceded the most goals in April out of any Premier League team. Had the worst form out of any Premier League team throughout April. They've changed the manager and brought Sam Allardyce in, and the key to it, I mean, you're going to get relegated. You want to go down fighting, and they're going to want to tighten up. The first thing you want to do if you're not scoring goals and you're struggling to attack is make sure you're not conceding. So their plan here will be, I mean, even if City grab an early goal, will be sit back, sit deep. City go 2-0 up. I can just see Leeds just sitting tight, keeping this close. As I said, if Leeds are to lose this game, it's important they don't lose by 5 or 6, because that goal difference with Nottingham Forest, it could be very important. It literally could come down to goal difference by the time the season ends in a few weeks' time. So goal difference very key, and Leeds currently have a better goal difference than Nottingham Forest. But they lose a couple of games 4-0, that goal difference out the window, and that's what they can't afford to do here. And with difficult games coming up, they need to sit tight. They need to sit really tight, dig for everything, compete for everything, and see where they get to. Here's Manuel Akanji then to Alvarez. Rico Lewis just bursts forward. I was wondering, it opened up well that for Rico Lewis. He had it on his right foot. Could he have had a shot? He tried to thread it through. Leeds were sitting tight. No space to play it round. Quite a heavy pass that even if it had threaded its way through, would have been very difficult to have got that under control and get some kind of shot away for one of the attackers, Alvarez or Haaland. Here's Gundogan then to Foden. He tries to put a ball into the box. Ricochets twice before a shaky clearance from Leeds United by Voba puts it out for a corner here for Manchester City, in the first corner of the game. 6 minutes in here at the Etihad. City and Leeds United drawing 0-0. And here's Riyad Mahrez then to take this corner. Whipped in. Haaland goes down and header won by Akanji. I think Akanji's still trying to find his first. Has he scored for City? I'm not sure. Don't think he has. He has scored one. And anyway, his header goes high over the crossbar. Bit of a free header. I think Akanji will be pretty disappointed with that, to be honest. Not to keep it down. Just kind of it's right at the top of the head and just pings and goes high and over the top of the crossbar, and no danger there for Leeds United's goal. Long ball sent forward by Leeds, and Gundogan does well. I've been so impressed with Ilkay Gundogan. He's so versatile. He can sit deeper. He can go in a more advanced role. He's good with his passing. He's good at reading the game. Captain of Manchester City. He's just a well-drilled, perfect squad player under Pep Guardiola. I can't understand Man City dragging the feet, wanting to not give him 2 years and just willing to give him 12 months. To me, they should be giving him them 2 years that he wants, and particularly with City set to miss out on Jude Bellingham. I think it's so important that the likes of Gundogan and Bernardo Silva stay, and Leeds just found the header there and send the ball forward, and Rico Lewis took the touch. It was a bad touch and nearly allowed Leeds in there. A ball got threaded through. It was well read by Ederson to stop Patrick Bamford having an effort on goal. And that's out of play for a throw-in. That's not brilliant from Manchester City. So here's Ayling. Gives it to Bamford. Falls well nicely to the United States international Weston Mckennie. He can find the pass back here, and there's no real space for Leeds United, so good defending from City. It's not always about pretty attacking. Sometimes it's about Man City limiting the space for their opponents. As we're now 65 likes away from 100 likes, everybody, so any help towards that would be great. Subscribe if you're new around here, and do go check out today's video, sponsored BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. So Leeds going with a long throw. Vintage Sam Allardyce. And it's a good throw. Headed clear by Laporte. A lot of distance on that. It wasn't exactly next to the penalty area. Just want to ask the question of City's defence, really. A chance here to put a cross in. Header won by Patrick Bamford and wide of Manchester City's goal. And out of play for a goal kick here to Manchester City, and nearly 10 minutes in, and Leeds will consider this through the first phase of the game very much job done, limiting Man City to not much, trying to get forward. Man City have made the changes. This is a very important game for City. We do have the freedom of a free hit that we can afford to drop points between now and the end of the season, but we can only afford one as the ball gets threaded in towards Foden. He makes the run. Leeds want the offside flag. Foden gives the thumbs up. There's just a little bit too much on that. I think it was a ball in from, I think it was Ilkay Gundogan. Yeah, it was Ilkay Gundogan, just threading it through. I think he just made the run too early there, Foden. But had he found the end of that and poked it in the back of the net, the flag may have gone up. If it didn't, VAR would have certainly given it offside. It was about half a yard offside there. As City trying to get on the back of the referee here, feel like Leeds are already wasting time. And the amount of time City go ahead and then City just start to take the foot off the gas and take it easy. And you see the likes of Ederson picking up yellow cards for time wasting. Yet 11 minutes in, we've already got Leeds time wasting. City till I die. What a comment. Marvellous. That's funny. So here is Nathan Ake from Manchester City. Gives the ball to Julian Alvarez. Laporte now. I had a kebab yesterday night as my Friday treat. It was mine. Good ball from Foden. Whipped over to Riyad Mahrez. 2 touches onto his left foot. De Bruyne with a shot, not the best, and blocked well by Leeds. No real conviction that from Kevin De Bruyne, but the right idea and a bit of space, which is good to see. Here is De Bruyne now. Nice to see Phil Foden drifting into the centre, and it's allowed Alvarez to go slightly more to the left. We could do with somebody stretching that pitch. This is where we're missing Jack Grealish. I think you might just see today with Jack Grealish not starting, just what he brings to the team. It's not always about goals and assists, but sometimes just about stretching that pitch, and there was no one to stretch that pitch to then, to find that space, and Leeds managed to get hold of the ball. Gamer, thanks for tuning in, much appreciated. A little late, but as the famous saying goes, better late than never, so thank you for tuning in, much appreciated. City at the moment, not really found any way to get Erling Haaland involved in this game, but Erling Haaland's just one of them players where his job's is to score goals, to make sure that when the opportunities are being created in and around the 6-yard box around there, if there's anything being created, Haaland's job's to make sure he's there to put it in. At the moment, City haven't got themselves into that position yet. Pop the Poundland to get some tissue. I don't know, they sold tissue in Poundland. Oh, we're getting a score update. Conor Gallagher's given Chelsea a much needed lead against Bournemouth, and Wolves through Totti, not the Totti, but Wolves are 1-0 up against Aston Villa in that little Birmingham derby as well. So a couple of goals in the Premier League have gone in. Still waiting for the first goal here at the Etihad. Nearly through the first phase of the game, the first 15 minutes. Leeds surviving. City yet to test the keeper. Going to some good positions. Leeds made a couple of good blocks. But other than that, not looked amazing from Manchester City as of yet. And Leeds working hard. City do just as well to manage to be able to pick up the ball here. 2 rolls of Andrex, £1.50. But Poundland, is it not going to be a pound? Is it a special deal? 1 for £1, 2 for £1.50. That's a great ball. Great ball from De Bruyne. And Haaland and Foden just kind of got in the way of each other there. Again, Leeds asked for the offside flag. It doesn't come. And remains 0-0. And Erling Haaland taking on his hometown club, Leeds United, where he was born. It's a shame he doesn't get to play for England. Instead, moved when he was young to Norway and played for them since. Erling Haaland is a tight one, that one. Cost of living. Put it up by 50p. Kind of makes the name Poundland redundant, doesn't it? Reckon if you put two Poundlands together, they'll be able to justify merging them and charging £2 for everything and put the price up rather than charging £1. Well worked this from City. Gundogan floats it to De Bruyne on the right. Good position here. Just whips one across and there's Julian Alvarez. Best chance of the game so far. These are the games. These are the chances that need to go for City if they wanted to win games like this. Great ball from De Bruyne. Pinged across. Alvarez just peeled away from his marker. It's a free hit. 9 yards out. Should be finding the target, and in my opinion, should be finding the back of the net. Should be 1-0 City. Skies it. Big opportunity, that. 0-0 it remains. 16 minutes in. Pep applauds. It's the right idea. It's what we need to be doing more of. But first big opportunity, and City not clinical. It doesn't go. It's over the bar. Gamer, I'm going 2-0 City. How about you? City with 80% of the ball. It's very much like the West Ham game, this. That's a good ball threaded through. Haaland! Good save from the keeper. And we'd waited 16 minutes to get the first big opportunity in London buses. Two come at once. And Haaland, good threaded ball through from Rico Lewis on his stronger left foot on the left-hand side. Tries to go across goal. It's a good save from the keeper. It remains 0-0. City till I die reckons 4-0. I'm going 2-0. Perfectly onside then Erling Haaland. It would have counted. He goes for the near post, doesn't he, Haaland, rather than going across goal. And it's his leg. Gets a big leg onto it. And you'd put your mortgage on Erling Haaland finding the back of the net there. Not enough height. Gamer reckons 4-1. Haaland to bag a brace. Mixed, hello, thanks for tuning in, much appreciated. I do hope you are well. Hoping to moderate the chat, along with Julia and John. Is there any other moderators in? Not Sub 2, I'm not sure if Sub 2's still here or not, but if Sub 2 is, then another moderator. So very good time for us to quickly go through the rules. Remember, no spamming, no ruining it for anybody else, no making anyone's experience bad. Pretty much it. Here's De Bruyne. All about putting a ball into the box. He doesn't. Gives it to Mahrez. He does. And Haaland! Oh, just can't get there. It's coming. It's coming, everybody. Leeds just sitting deeper and deeper. City having now more than 80% possession. It's coming. And that's a handball, surely, by Patrick Bamford. Referee. Gives the free kick to Manchester City. Here is Laporte then. Gives it to De Bruyne. City just getting that space now. Mahrez stretching the pitch. This game would suit Grealish, it really would. Squared across. And there it is. Ilkay Gundogan. Julian Alvarez missed a very similar opportunity a couple of minutes ago. Space opens up. City just square it across. A little bit further out. Alvarez's was about 9-10 yards. This was right on the edge of the penalty area. Different result this time, though. Ilkay Gundogan just sweeps it into the bottom corner. And Manchester City, they lead by 1-0. Good finish that from Gundo. It's a good hit. Really good hit. Keeper stands no chance. Too good of a finish, that from Ilkay Gundogan. Good finish. 1-0. Bam. And just what the doctor ordered. City lead by 1-0. 1-0 here. So don't forget, everybody, leave a thumbs up. That'd be much appreciated. Now 61 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here. And also don't forget as well to go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate, links and details. They're in the description and also in the live chat. Gundogoals, as Mixid says. Seamus, thanks for tuning in. Happy with Gundo finding the goals. And I tell you right now, give him that new contract. Scores the winning goals, comes off the bench, helped City win the Premier League last season. Finding the important goals once more. Lifetime contract. I'm amazed City are dragging their feet over it. I'm amazed that City let it get to this stage and contemplating letting Gundo leave. Why? Definitely needs a contract for me. My opinion anyway. Anyway, might not have got it in the first 15 minutes, but we do grab a goal before 20, and City lead here by 1-0. And I think the job now for City, because Leeds are just going to sit deep and sit tight, we could do is just keep pushing, trying to get another goal. If we can get another goal before half-time, then that might just open things up ready for the second half. And gradually, as the second half goes on, you can just start to rotate the important players, the players like Ake and De Bruyne that have just come back from injury, and just keeping things nice and fresh with the players that are needing the rest. Give them the rest that they need, and move on from there. And as I said, next weekend against Everton, it's the same again. 3-4 changes, keeping things nice and fresh in the squad, ready for a couple of big games with Madrid, which I'm sure will be Man City's priority, which going off that picture that Jack Grealish put on Instagram of Man City's aims put on the wall with the Champions League running right through the middle. Definitely City's aim as a cross comes in from Foden, nearly dips in, and Mahrez chips one over the keeper and just onto the roof of the net. Not often you see chips going onto the roof of the net these days, but there we go. I think the ball remained on top of the net as well. Thankfully, keeper tall enough, he's going to be able to get that one up. Foden put a ball in, took a slight deflection. I think Mahrez would have been better rather than going for goal there, just putting one towards the back post. Well, 6'4" Erling Haaland, it sat up really nicely that for Grealish, for Mahrez, and he pops it over the top of the crossbar instead. I'm wondering if he might have been going for a cross there and he's just got it a little bit wrong on his foot and it's ended up going more towards goal than he wanted. I'm not sure. Anyway, doesn't matter. Man City now as it stands, plus 16 goal difference on Arsenal. 4 points on Arsenal with the same amount of games played, with 4 games remaining. And I tell you what, Newcastle can do us a big favour tomorrow. 4 points clear with them having 3 games left means City just need, with the goal difference that we've got, means we need 5 from 4. 2 wins away. That'd be great. Just try and focus, get this job done. Here's Mahrez now in the penalty area. And well defended from Mckennie, getting back and out for a throw-in to Manchester City. Leeds is backed against the wall here. And their job will be to try and not go 2-0 behind. Because if they do... So don't forget, everybody, leave a thumbs up. That would be great. Got nearly 50 people tuning in at this moment in time, which is fantastic. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Much appreciated. We're closing in on 50 likes now. We're aiming for 100. So any help towards that would be great. Here's Akanji for City now. 23 minutes in at the Etihad. City 1-0 up, thanks to Gundogan's goal on 19 minutes. Here's Rico Lewis now. Gives it to Riyad Mahrez. Big Sam. I mean, it's desperate, I think, from Leeds. It's something's not going right. We're desperate to stay in the Premier League. We can see where this is going. We don't want it to happen. So we're going to do something and go to a manager that's not managing the Premier League. And let's not forget, he had a proud record of never getting teams relegated. And that's great from De Bruyne. And Haaland put it wide. That would have been a brilliant goal. And that combination of De Bruyne and Haaland was nearly in full effect. And Haaland drags it just wide. That would have been a brilliant goal. De Bruyne looks angry. Like he can't believe that Erling Haaland's had it laid on a plate and he's not put it in. So much power. And again, I'll say it. You'd put your mortgage on it. What a brilliant ball from Gundogan into De Bruyne. Brilliant flick from De Bruyne. Well struck from Haaland. It's just gone past the post. Not clinical from City, and with Real Madrid coming up, we could do with being clinical and finding our clinical touch. You can see how frustrated Pep Guardiola is getting. The game plan's very simple here from City. This game, he wants this killed off by half-time. He wants 3 goals. His team total would be get this game done as soon as possible. LN, thanks for tuning in. Can I see him keeping Leeds? No. No, I can't see it. It's difficult for a new manager to come in and just try and implement something and not be given time. And Big Sam's just, you know for a fact Leeds get relegated. He's not going to be staying on as manager. In fact, I wouldn't even rule out, even if Leeds stay up, Big Sam not staying on. Clearly just found himself a job for a month to see if he can keep them in the Premier League, get a pay check for doing that, and then walk away, and then same again in a year or two's time when another club gets desperate. He'll have done very, very well if he keeps Leeds up with the fixtures they've got remaining. 3 games after today. West Ham away. Newcastle at home. Spurs away. Here's Haaland. Gives it to Mahrez. Gundo! Oh, same result again! Is Ilkay Gundogan doubling Manchester City's lead, and JSGC regrets not putting Gundogan in his betmate team. It's a brace for Gundogoals. And Manchester City's game plan here, get this game killed off by half-time, very much in motion. And Leeds now staring down a barrel. And remember what I said before, goal difference could be absolutely key. Although there will be a VAR check here, I'm sure, for offside on Mahrez as the ball came across. That looked very close. So hold your horses here. We'll wait to see if this goal gets given. It's a great touch and a great goal from Gundo. Lifetime contract. Haaland's not been clinical, missed a couple of big opportunities. Alvarez has missed his opportunity. Gundogan's put both of his away. Let's see if the goal gets given. And it has been given, so 2-0 Manchester City. Mick said looking forward to an away day at Leeds. We all like a good away day at Leeds, to be fair. There's Leeds coming forward. And the ball gets played across. Well defended from Nathan Ake at the back post. There's an overlap not used, and Leeds try and get it across. And Mahrez manages to find the block. I was wondering if there was just a little appeal there for handball, as Jack Harrison was trying to put a ball across on Riyad Mahrez, but corner given. And City lead by 2. So don't forget, leave a thumbs up. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, Betmate. Links and details there in the description, also in the live chat. Just 8 likes now away from 50 likes. So any help towards that will be great. Corner comes in from Leeds then. And header 1, and a great save from Eddie. Headed down, it's a good header, and it's a good save. Here's Mahrez. Not the best of passes, and picked off by Leeds in a good position, and not the best of passes from Leeds, and not the best of touches from Mahrez, and eventually Leeds could scramble it clear, and not the best of hits from Robles, and he was out off his line. I was wondering if Gundo was going to play that ball 50 yards and put it in the back of the net. He doesn't. Chooses to play the pass, and City now just going at a walking pace. Ilkay Gundogan's walking. He's having a little trot now. Gundogan thinking, 2 goals, job done. I'm done now. I'm going to have a walk around. 30 minutes subs. Come on, Pep. Surely City just thinking here. Get this. I mean, ball gets played across. Foden looked offside. Flag stays down. Saved. Alvarez cleared off the line. Flag going up now? No. And the flag does go up now as the rain's coming down in East Manchester. That was a brilliant ball from Gundo. Gundo's having a brilliant game here. Lifetime contract. He was offside. Foden's twice now. Needs to look across the line and time his runs a bit better. It was a great corner. A good header. I think it was McKennie that won the header. Headed down. It's such a good save from Ederson. Here's Haaland. Dispossessed. Ball forward from Leeds not working. Man City cruising here. Like I said, I'd be 15 minutes here. Get that goal. Kill it off. Use all them 5 subs in the second half. I'd be making 2 or 3 changes at half time. I think Haaland's desperate to get a goal because I reckon he'll be told if City have this at 2 or 3 at half time, it's going to be coming off. So he'll want a goal. As Bournemouth through Vina have found an equaliser against Chelsea. As we're now 6 likes from 50 likes, everybody. So any help towards that would be great. As a ball comes in and it's spilled by Robles and Alvarez. And somehow gathers up by the keeper. And City could have been 4 or 5 up here really in the first 30 minutes. All over the place, Leeds. All over the place. Everyone's desperate to get on that score sheet today from City. And Robles has done well in goal, but that's kind of the first mistake that he's made. He makes a good second save from Alvarez. He just comes to collect the ball and barges right into the back of his own defender and spills the ball. As then Nathan Ake has a coming together and goes down and the free kick given to City. Gamer reckons hat-trick for Gundo. I hope so. As I said, my mistake. I've not put him in my bet, mate. Should have had Gundo in there. Big mistake. Here is Gundo with the brace for City. I tell you what, carries on like this. City aren't going to keep the first teamers out there is the problem. Because I'd say City right now, with how this game's gone, I wouldn't rule out City scoring 6 or 7. But if we're in a position to bring these players off ready for Madrid at 3, City have to do it. Here's Mahrez. It's KDB. Moves that ball well. Really well. Foden takes a good touch. Here's Nathan Ake. So good ball into the channel for Alvarez. Takes a good touch. Gives it to KDB. He wants a shot. Twisting, turning. Takes a heavy touch and Leeds can get it clear. And out for a throw into Manchester City. Pep takes a touch on the touchline. And Leeds United, has it come out taking a deflection? That Leeds have got a throw in. City till I die says he's on for 4-0. I mean, I said 2-0, so I'm looking pretty unlikely right now. Leeds then. Take the throw in, send it long. Akanji does a good bit of defending there. It's a big headache that for Tuesday. Akanji or Walker. I'm wondering if Man City might go with a back 4. But surely you want John Stones to start. Gamer, see you at half time. Thanks for tuning in. We're closing in on 50 likes now, everybody, which is good. Here's Mahrez. Gives it to Akanji. Aymeric Laporte now. Nathan Ake. Gives it to Phil Foden. Ake to Gundo. And De Bruyne threads one nicely through. Haaland! Oh, he gets his feet mixed up this time. Haaland could have had a hat-trick. Haaland he's smiling at this one. He's gone red in the face, bless him. I think he's a bit embarrassed by that attempt. Threaded in nicely. Could have looked up. Could have gone across with his right foot to Foden. Foden kicks the post. He hits it slightly with his left and... He hits it slightly with his right foot, takes a touch away from his left foot and falls over. When you see Haaland getting into them positions, you're expecting Haaland to find a goal. You're not expecting Erling Haaland to fall over his own feet. Here is Eddie. We can laugh about it because we're 2-0 up. If it was 0-0, we wouldn't be laughing. Here's Akanji now. To Laporte. Again, very well worked this by City, and Manuel Akanji now comes forward. Gives it to Gundo. It'll be very interesting to see what sub Man City choose to make. Very interesting. Who are the players that are going to get rested, ready for Madrid? De Bruyne, Ake, Haaland are 3. I'm wondering who else. That's well threaded through. Haaland now to Foden. Goes low across, cleared. City till I die. Thank you very much for becoming a JSGC member, the latest member of the JSGC membership team. Got to love it. So thank you very much to you for becoming a JSGC member and helping to support the future content created here on my channel. City Till I Die now gets access to custom stickers and emojis to use on my live watch-alongs, gets priority access to some of my videos as well as a shout out. So City Till I Die, this is a shout out to you. Thank you so much for becoming a member. As Julia says, welcome to the club as well. Much appreciated. Cheers to you. City Till I Die, thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it. Legend. We've got a really nice little JSGC community. And I am very happy. Very happy. Couldn't ask for a better audience, if I'm honest. We're doing game after game after game on the watch-alongs and everything. It can, I love watching my club, but there's times where you're just thinking to yourself, got to do a day at work, got another 3 hours to come, doing this, doing that. Thinking to myself, we want life to be as applicable as possible, and you guys certainly do that for me. So thank you so much for that. There's De Bruyne threading a ball across. Cleared by Leeds, only as far as Nathan Ake, and here's KDB once more on that left-hand side. Goes low this time, and Haaland tries to get it across. It looked like he's taking a deflection off Haaland for a goal kick. I think he's given a corner. It looked like a goal kick to me, but there we go. It did come off Haaland's head. Would have been a goal kick. Here's Mahrez then to put a ball into the box. Headed clear by Ayling. Mahrez can, under pressure from Gundogan, gather that one up. Ayling's come out to meet him. And Ayling gets the tug from Mahrez. Goes down. Why is Mahrez grabbing? Doesn't need to grab there. And goes down. Gives the referee the reason to give a free kick. As we're now just 4 likes away from 50 likes. Make some good progress. Approaching the near half time now. It's been a very quick first half. I'm sure Man City will want to get this match signed and sealed and delivered in the next few minutes. Burnley Till I Die. Thank you for tuning in. And we'll be seeing you, of course, next season under the management of Vincent Kompany, the one and only. If, of course, he's still at Burnley, which I think he will. I think he'll have another season at Burnley. I think he'll see what he can do in the Premier League. See if he can keep them up, which I think he will. I think he'll do a good job. Because Burnley, easy top 12 Premier League next season under Vincent Kompany. The VK, Big Vinny. I've seen some City fans commenting saying if we get the job done on Madrid and make it to Istanbul, and if we go on to win the Champions League, they want Vincent Kompany. It's a shame that he's not the man that's going to be the captain of City to lift that trophy. But Gundo showing his value today. City's captain, grabbing a brace. I think he might just be one of the most underappreciated players that we've got. Burnley Till I Die. It is my brother that's the PNE fan, not me. I'm not sure if he's still in the chat. He was before. Doesn't seem like he is, but there we go. Yeah, no, Harren's the Preston fan. I hop along going to some away games. We go to a lot of football together, to be fair. He comes... Mixid's still here, yeah. Yeah, Mixid, yeah, if you watch some of my stuff, I do quite a few City vlogs. So last one I did was against Bayern. Mixid came along with me to that. So he comes to some City games with me. I'll go to some PNE games with him and City, playing all day, every day, any day of the week. Opens up a lot of availability. City play a lot of games on the Sunday. Preston have got a good away game on the Saturday. We'll do that. So that's how we work it. Andy, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. On another break. I love it. I absolutely love it. Andy and Alison, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. How are we playing? Comfortable, mate. Really comfortable. Really, really comfortable at the moment. We just need another goal before half time, and I can see City toying with Leeds second half, I reckon. Julia, thanks for the €2 donation. Much appreciated. A big shout out to you. Much appreciated. Remember, any donations and people that are becoming members and all the income that comes into the channel just goes back into the channel and creating top quality content for you guys to enjoy. So, Julia, do appreciate the support. And City Till I Die, thanks for becoming a member before as well. Much appreciated. City Till I Die. That's not good. Your friend got knocked out in Burnley when they were taking on Millwall. We went to Millwall away a few weeks ago, actually, watching my brother's team. Interesting experience, to say the least. We went to Burnley a few months ago as well, which was always good. I love the cricket club there. City fans that are heading to Burnley next season for the away day. I mean, JSGC nowhere near on the criteria, so he's not gonna get a ticket for that, unfortunately. But cricket club right at the back of the away end. Fully recommend it. Love it. Lots of good pubs, actually, along the way in Burnley. I like Burnley. Good place. Always enjoyed a trip to Burnley. Done it twice. Get another opportunity to go again. I'd certainly go again. I think I've been to quite a few Lancashire derbies and been to quite a few grounds up in Lancashire. I think Turf Moor, probably top 3 for me, based in the northwest. City Till I Die, not good. When was this? Sounds like a very 1980s kind of thing rather than now. Now you just get a bunch of young kids wearing Stone Island and them weird coats with the goggle things, trying to act hard with all mouth, no action. Mix it chirping in. Love it. Love it. I think certainly one of the best in Lancashire. We've not had the chance to do all of the Lancashire ones to comment on what's the best, but Burnley's right up there, I think. Certainly right up there. 2000 just before, surprising. Leeds just started to push players forward, and 2-0 down, they kind of need to do so. Here's De Bruyne, plays a good ball forward to Alvarez. Can't use Haaland because he's made his run and he's not played him in, but gives it to Mahrez. He's still got 4 options there. He uses De Bruyne and City just go backwards. Blackpool would be good. You're not going to get it as pressed as it being a derby. And it gets, and to be honest, I don't feel like you get to do Blackpool away justice, or you get to do it properly when it's a derby day, because they lock everything down, makes it an unpleasant experience. But here's Foden, and out for a corner to Manchester City. Millwall's like throwing seats onto the pitch. Got to love it. Anyway, guys, we're nearly on 50 likes. We're just 3 away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description, also in the live chat. And also don't forget as well to subscribe if you are new around here. So 1 minute to go till half time, or till we go into added time. Mahrez just floats one in and headed clear by Leeds. Teddy, thanks for tuning in. Going for a score prediction of 3-0 to Manchester City. City currently 2-0 up, so you might not be too far away. Depends on what City are feeling in the second half. As I said, City will want to get this done and dusted sooner rather than later, really. I can't see Blackburn making the playoffs now. I think it will be Coventry and Millwall. I reckon. Championship coming to a conclusion on Monday. Got League One coming to a conclusion tomorrow. The National League playoffs are tomorrow. And we're heading into playoff season in the EFL, so exciting. Proper business end of the season. Premier League's getting there, just 3 games remaining. And we've got our massive Champions League semi-final clash with Real Madrid. First leg on Tuesday evening from the Bernabeu. Here's Foden then, as we enter into... It's not said how long's been added on here. So I don't know. As we do hit 50 likes, so we're halfway there now. Halfway to our aim of 100 likes, so any help towards that would be great. Here is Julian Alvarez, gives the ball to Ilkay Gundogan. Threaded through here, and Foden thought about going down. He doesn't, stays on his feet. He's got Mahrez to use. He does use Riyad Mahrez. He will go down. There's a chance here for City. Free kick late on in this first half to whip a ball into the box and see if they can grab a late goal. And the first yellow card out as well for Gnonto. He goes into the book for Leeds United. And a good position is for City to whip a ball into the box and get the likes of Laporte, Ake, Akanji forward. See if they can find a header. I'm wondering if Haaland might be the tallest player on the pitch. A good head to go at. So, Gnonto into the book. Again, Sky Sports thing at the top's just gone off, so I don't know how long they've had it on. And if I was just tuning in now, I wouldn't know what score it was either. Amura, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. So, it's KDB stood over this. Puts the ball in. It's deep towards Ake. Wins the header. Headed clear by... Oh, it was a header won by Nathan Ake. Cleared by Leeds United. Foden 30 yards out. Maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration. 22 yards out. Gets on top of the ball. On the volley on his left foot. And it's high. It's wide. But only just. It's a cracking effort from Foden to end the half. Teddy, thanks for tuning in all the way from Kenya. Thank you for the support. Much appreciated. Thanks for tuning in. And that does bring a conclusion to this first half. And it is Manchester City 2 goals up with the majority of the job done here. City probably just going to try and push on in this second half. And as I said, I think City, because the job isn't completely done, it's not impossible to blow a 2-goal lead. In fact, 2-goal leads are very blowable. 2-goal leads are dangerous scoreline. And I think City will just try and kill this game. I'll get that 3rd goal and 3 points and make the changes. And I think City's ambition, second half, give 10 minutes for the likes of Haaland and De Bruyne and Ake. See if they can grab that goal. And by the hour mark, off they go, ready for Madrid. And go from there is what I think Man City will do. So, moving on to today's half-time ramblings. And we're going to go first with some statistics. Manchester City having a whopping 84% possession. Just 16% possession for Leeds so far. 11 shots for City, 4 on target, couple of goals, and no exaggeration whatsoever that City really could have scored 4 or 5 in this first half. They haven't been clinical. Leeds, 2 shots, 1 on target. And it was a good save from Ederson. This could have been a 1-goal game had that opportunity gone in from McKennie. It didn't. It remains 2-0 Manchester City. Passes, one to keep an eye on for the second half. City on 473. Continue like this and we could have a 900-plus pass game. I've yet to see City under Pep Guardiola hit 1,000. I think I've seen us hit 930 and 940. Currently on course for 946 passes if we replicate what we've done in the first half. In the second half, Leeds not even had 100 passes yet. 86 passes, 16% possession. Certainly not going to plan for Leeds United as of yet. In terms of attacking stats, 1 clear-cut chance created for City, none for Leeds right now. 3 corners for City, 1 for Leeds. Leeds nearly scored, so set play could be the way to go for them maybe. Couple of offsides for City, both for Phil Foden, 1 for Leeds United. Defensive stats, no surprise. Block shots, 1 for City, none for Leeds. Tackles 1, 2 all. Aerial duels 1, 7 for City and 6 for Leeds United. And Manchester City, rampant, dominant. Defensive stats, I'm not going to say City dominating the defensive stats there, but Manchester City just showing that aerially can match Leeds United when they want to, showing that they can pass the ball, they can move the ball, they can make the passes, they can have that possession, they can create opportunities, and Gundogan with a brace, also grabbing a couple of goals for Manchester City. In terms of saves, 1 for Ederson to make and 2 for Robles in goal. And as I said, no exaggeration, City could easily have grabbed 4 or 5 and had this game killed off right now, but they haven't at this moment in time. In terms of discipline, 2 fouls, 1 for City, 6 for Leeds United, with 1 yellow card coming, and that was for Gnonto right at the end of the first half. So it's Manchester City leading by 2-0 thanks to a brace from Ilkay Gundogan, scoring on the 19th minute and the 27th minute, which, as it stays the same, Manchester City on course to go 4 points clear of Arsenal at the top of the Premier League. Leeds United, they don't want to lose by a lot here, and they'll just try and keep this as tight and as close as possible, I am sure. Now, heading around the grounds, Premier League, half-time scores. Chelsea still going on in the 47th minute. Bournemouth 1, Chelsea 1. City 2-0 up here against Leeds United. Spurs, they're 1-0 up against Crystal Palace. Harry Kane's found a goal just before half-time. Wolves, they're 1-0 up against Aston Villa as well at half-time. And you've got Liverpool taking on Brentford as the 5:30pm BST kickoff time for today. Matches in Scotland, Scottish Premiership, Hibernian 2-0 up at half-time against St Mirren. Motherwell 1-0 up against Kilmarnock. Ross County are 1-0 up against Livingston, and St Johnstone 1-0 up at home against Dundee United. My friend Craig won't be very happy with that one. In Scottish League 1, half-time scores. Alloa Athletic 0, Dunfermline Athletic 0, Clyde 0, Montrose 0, FC Edinburgh 0, Edronians 1, Peterhead 1, Falkirk 1, and Queen and South 2, Kelty Hearts 1. In Scottish League 2, Albion Rovers 0, Stirling Albion 0, Bonnyrigg Rose 0, Elgin City 0, Dumbarton 1, Stranraer 1, Forfar Athletic 0, East 5 0, and Stenhousemuir 1, and an Athletic 0. Heading abroad, it's Bundesliga time, and Mönchengladbach are 1-0 up at home against Bochum in the 63rd minute. In fact, these are all around the hour mark. Augsburg 1, Union Berlin 0, Hertha Berlin 2, Stuttgart 1, Freiburg 0, Leipzig 0, and Hoffenheim 3, Frankfurt 1. Big match at the top. We've got Bremen at home against Bayern Munich, with Bayern Munich looking to try and fend off Borussia Dortmund 1 point clear with 4 games to play. In the Bundesliga, AC Milan 2-0 up still in Serie A in the 94th minute, so they're going to be winning that, an ideal prep for them in their game against Inter. Inter are playing away against Roma at 5pm BST, and you've got Cremons taking on Spezia at 7:45pm BST. In Liga 1, you've got Nice taking on Rennes at 4pm. Rennes taking on Lille at 6pm. And Lens taking on Marseille at 8pm. In the Eredivisie in the Netherlands, Sparta Rotterdam, that is, taking on PSV Eindhoven at 5:45pm BST. NEC taking on Heerenveen at 7pm. You've got Cambuur taking on Utrecht at 7pm, and Ajax taking on AZ Alkmaar at 8pm. Currently later score in Portugal, Santa Clara 0, Gil Vicente 0 in the 23rd minute. You've got Boa Vista taking on Estoril Pereira, and Benfica taking on Sporting Braga at 8:30pm BST. And the other game, big game taking place at 9pm this evening, Real Madrid taking on Osasuna in the Copa del Rey final, which I've heard Real Madrid going to go strong for. So do let me know your thoughts in the live chat. What have you made of the first half and the couple of goals so far for Manchester City and Ilkay Gundogan? What are your thoughts? Do let me know in the live chat. Burnley says not happy about the allocation, just 2,000 in that massive away end that allows you to have 7,000 normally, even for derby games, but not for Burnley, the big game. Limited that to just 2,000, as I think Blackburn were unhappy with their allocation, even though Burnley give everyone the same allocation. So there you go. Got to love a bit of pettiness in football. Amira, thanks for tuning in and saying hoping City will win, and the Premier League as well, supporting Riyad Mahrez. So welcome, thanks for tuning in. And Riyad Mahrez starting here today for Manchester City, and probably going to be looking for in the second half to try and chip in and grab a goal for Manchester City as well. So Etienne says, who do I want to come up from third place in the EFL? I presume the Championship, and who I'm wanting to come up in. I can go for all the divisions if you want me to, but we're still waiting for the conclusion. Teams to seal automatic or playoff positions in League 2. League 1's near enough shored up. I reckon Barnsley are going to come up, or Bolton, from League 1 into the Championship, joining Ipswich and Plymouth and getting promoted. We've seen Reading and Wigan and Blackpool all be relegated out the Championship down to League 1. In the Championship, we've seen Burnley and Sheffield United promoted to the Premier League. Luton Town and Middlesbrough have already sealed playoff spots and are competing at the moment. My predictions, I think it's going to be Coventry City and also Millwall making the final teams in the playoffs. And a lot of talk about Luton. I've been to Luton away. The ground's an absolute hole. Awful place to visit. I don't know why people are raving about it, saying it's a proper traditional ground. I want it to be a Premier League ground, but it seems that every time Luton are doing well, it always seems to get mentioned and people are wanting that. And it's an experience, and once you've done it once, you're like, yeah, I don't really want to do it again. I'm not sure. I don't think Luton will go up. I think they'll finish third, and I don't think they'll go up. I think Middlesbrough is my prediction. I think will join. They're the team I've been most impressed with so far this season, along with Sheffield United and, of course, Burnley as well. So, yeah, they're my predictions. Abby, thanks for tuning in. Haaland missed 3 good chances. I mean, he scored 35 goals, so I'm not going to sit here and criticise a striker who's incredibly clinical for Manchester City. I'm sure if he gets put in another good position, he'll find them goals. I'm sure he'll grab more goals between now and the end of the season. He's just one of them strikers. He gets plenty of opportunities. There's some games where he scores a hat-trick. There's other games where he doesn't score at all. But as long as we've got players that are finding the back of the net, like Ilkay Gundogan, got no concerns at all there for me. City till I die. See you in the second half. Ricky going for a 2-2 prediction here. I hope you're wrong there. Leeds United certainly needing some points. I think City have got this one nearly in the bag. I think I'd like to see first 10-15 minutes us grab another goal and seal the deal and get them 3 points and go 4 points clear at the top of the Premier League. Orlando, it has been Coronation Day today. King Charles has become King Charles III in the UK. I didn't watch it. I've been very busy today. JSGC, most days very busy, I'm afraid. You'll have seen at the start of the live stream that I was a little bit late in tuning in, and I was just getting final stuff sorted. So yeah, it's been a very busy day for me, so I've not had a chance to check that out, unfortunately, and watch a bit of history be made. But there we go. I do get to watch my beloved Manchester City, so thumbs up there from me. Teddy says, Gundo, best captain in the world as well, and hoping to lift another Premier League trophy in at the end of May, coming up very soon, and might be lifting the FA Cup, might be lifting the big A's and the Champions League. Got a couple of big games coming up now against Real Madrid, of course. First game coming up after this on Tuesday evening, first leg. Looking forward to that one. So, guys, I do have some halftime entertainment for you guys to enjoy. Mixed, my partner channel, is linked in the description. If you want to go and check him out, like and subscribe, that would be great. This is him bringing you the Bloody Mary cocktail for you guys to enjoy. Also, whilst we're here, don't forget to leave a thumbs up on my stream as well. We're now on 55 likes, just 45 away from that. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the live chat. Subscribe if you're new around here, and do go and check out BetMate as well. Links and details there in the description. Sub 2 saying the best team in the land and all the world, Manchester City. Now, thanks for tuning in as well. Saying hopefully Haaland's performance today does not have a negative impact in the Real Madrid game. He's got to be at his very best against Real Madrid. I agree. And I'm backing Erling Haaland. He's top quality. I'm sure he will. Anyway, sit back, relax, go and grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, mix in the Bloody Mary cocktail. Enjoy.
What's going on, guys? Mixed here, back again for another cocktail. It's been a while, but we're back after a top weekend in London. I thought, what's the perfect pick-me-up? Because there's been an absolute fantastic weekend, and there's only one drink that you need, especially when you've had an excellent weekend like I have, is the Bloody Mary. But fun fact about the Bloody Mary is it's a breakfast cocktail. It's one of those to pick me up, especially after you've been on the session or a good night out. So I've been down in the big smoke watching my football team. Excellent weekend, highly recommend it. If you do a London away day, there's a few good pubs down there, bars, everything. And Watford as well. With Bloody Mary, I've only ever had this cocktail once and I absolutely hate it. So this is the cocktail Mixed Hate. And I thought, I've been hiding from this cocktail for 6 years just because I don't like it. But it's only right that I finally get around to it and finally make it. And finally make the Bloody Mary. It's an absolute classic at this one, and it's sociably acceptable to drink first thing as well, especially in the morning to start off. So it's one of those that it's a breakfast cocktail. It's hair of the dog. So with the Bloody Mary, it's thought to be created around the mid-1930s from Fernand Petiot, a bartender at King Cole Bar at the St. Regis Hotel in New York City. So that's where it's thought to originated from, and it's an absolute classic, and there's been many variations of the Bloody Mary, but the original recipe is thought to have vodka in it. Scratch that. So with the Bloody Mary, that is tequila. With the red snapper, that is the switch to the gin, and of course you got the Caesar, which switches the tomato juice with clamato juice. Because it's more of an American, North American thing. Go clamato, I think you say actually. I think it's clamato. As I'm not really familiar with it, I've never had it before, but let's get into it as I will show you guys the Bloody Mary. So now we've got our rim for the cocktail. What we're going to do now is fill the glass with ice. What we do now is set this to one side. So now here is the fun part. Let's get into it now. So let's build this cocktail. So get your shaker. I'm putting 4 to 5 ice cubes. Right, so let's start building this cocktail. First thing to do, get your lime and lemon wedge, squeeze it in. And put it in, just discard it. There you go. So I'm adding 60ml, 2 ounces of vodka. And the main ingredient, 4 ounces of 120ml of tomato juice. The famous recipe for the Bloody Mary. Next, 2 teaspoons of horseradish. It's one of the reasons I don't like this cocktail, as I'm not a fan of horseradish at all. So with 2 teaspoons, about 10ml, that's what I've put in. So 1 bar spoon or 10ml or 2. Next, 2 dashes of Tabasco sauce, nice and fiery. Next, 2 dashes of Worcestershire sauce. I'm using Lee and Perrins. Next, a pinch of black ground pepper. Next, a pinch of paprika ground. Next, a pinch of celery salt. And that is the cocktail. Now put your head on it. And let's give this a good shake. Now I've got a head on now, give it a good shake, 8 to 10 seconds, get nice and chilled. Now get your glass back and strain into it. Now with the Bloody Mary, you can have fun. That's where you get these different variations from different bars for the Bloody Mary, is the garnish of it. So what we're going to do now is do the garnish. This is what really makes the Bloody Mary, the garnish. So 1 celery stick. 2 parsley sprigs. 1 slice of a lime. And of course, the final bit, to garnish it with the green olives. You can use 2, but I'm going to use 3 as my garnish. Final thing to do now is just garnish it into the celery stick. Use that as your base. One thing I will say with the Bloody Mary, it looks absolutely fantastic. The garnish alone makes this drink. It's not my favourite, like I said, it's one of my most hated cocktails I like to try. I've only ever had it once. But I am a fan of a second chance, as I'm going to give the Bloody Mary a second chance. But that, guys, is the Bloody Mary. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, the Bloody Mary. It looks fantastic. But how does it taste? It's all because of tomato juice. I'm not a fan of this. It feels like it shouldn't be a cocktail, but it is. It's a pick-me-up, it's a breakfast cocktail, so here we go. The Bloody Mary. Oh, I still don't like it. For me personally, the tomato juice is just far too overpowering. I just can't get into it. I'm just tasting no vodka, but that's what it's supposed to be. It's a pick-me-up, it disguises the vodka, and it's supposed to be like a breakfast cocktail like that. It's going to say nice and nutritious, nice and spicy. But the tomato juice is just so overpowering but it's just so overpowering in the Bloody Mary. I think the Bloody Mary would be a better one. I think tequila goes better with the spices and the tomato juice. As with tequila, it's a spicy spirit, and I think it'd go a lot better than vodka with this. As I'll have to try that, the Bloody Maria, see if that's any better, see if I can like it. But this, it's just one of those drinks, you either love it or hate it, and I absolutely hate it. For me, it's something, even with the hair of the dog after a weekend, I would not have this in the morning at all. I just can't get over the tomato juice. I hate it. It's the cocktail mixed despises, but it looks beautiful, and I certainly recommend it as a recommendation if you've never had a Bloody Mary. You might like it, I don't. But I hope you do enjoy the video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Mix It for more cocktail videos like this, as I will be doing more variations and challenges as well. So if you've got any recommendations for me, just let me know. But I've been Mixed, this has been the Bloody Mary, and I will see you guys for the next cocktail video. Cheers. Oh, I still hate it. Whoa.
Thank you very much for that, Mixed. Much appreciated. I'll let it run over there. If there was anything happening like a goal, I would have cut it across. Haaland did hit the crossbar, but the offside flag had gone up, so I thought I'd leave it on. By the time the second half was kicking off, there Mixed was going in full decoration mode, and it was a work of art, that, from Mixed. It might not be his favourite drink, the Bloody Mary, but that to me was a work of art with lovely presentation, and I'm sure sometimes when you're making drinks, it's not always about showcasing your drinks that you like, but just showing your skills of what you're capable of doing, and that very much shown there. Mixed's cocktail making skills with the Bloody Mary, a very presentable, very nice looking drink. I've had a Bloody Mary myself. The tomato juice just doesn't do it for me, but a lovely, well-presented drink nonetheless. So I thought I would let you guys enjoy the Mixed there making his drink, even though it did tick over into the second half here, which I've got the live clock on for you guys, so you know where we're up to. I just need to tinker with it ever so slightly. It seems to have lagged behind. I don't really know why that is, but there we go, caught it up. So yeah, that's where we're up to with the game at the moment. No changes made by either team. Leeds United just started to grow into the game, and Ederson's just come forward and headed the ball. Ederson's won a header from a fancy Patrick Bamford. Okay, there we go. Perfect way of describing that from Martin Tyler. Ederson's very unconventional. Here is De Bruyne. Goes for an early ball across. Very similar to a goal that Leroy Sané scored. He squared it right across to the left-hand side. There was slightly too much on that. And Robles in goal for Leeds can collect that one instead. And Leeds can have a bit of possession as they'll be looking to try and get back into this game. And a goal will get them back into this game. It'll make things interesting. It'll make things tight for Manchester City. It won't allow Man City to make the changes that they want to, thinking about Real Madrid. So, and when we are 7 minutes into the second half, so I suspect that City will start to think about their bench in the next 5 minutes or so. So, we'll see. Hopefully City can get this killed off sooner rather than later to allow us to do that. Here is Foden putting a ball into the box. Well, took a good touch there. Riyad Mahrez does, gives it to Rico Lewis. Squares the ball to Julian Alvarez. Takes a touch. Dinks one across to Haaland, who wins the header, gets it on target. And Robles wins, makes the save and keeps it at 2-0. That was well worked from Manchester City. Nathan Ake has gone down. And this is the danger. Ake comes back from injury. Does well in his game back from West Ham. City take him off. Get him fresh. Ready to go for this. Start him. Does well. We're not in a position to fully rotate the team. And Nathan Ake goes down, comes off, and Kyle Walker comes on, and he's walking. He's feeling a bit of pain. I'm not too sure if it's his calf or whether it's his hamstring. His injury was a hamstring, if you remember. Normally a 3-4 weeks, and it was the 3 rather than the 4. And if he's not gone down the tunnel, which is good. I don't know if he's feeling a bit of discomfort and thinks to himself, I want to go off now before this gets any worse. But that surely means Nathan Ake now. And that's a big blow for City. Will be a doubt for that game against Madrid. Surely. And we're 2-0 up. And I think City's squad should be good enough to get this job done. I'd start thinking about Kevin De Bruyne coming off very soon. Last thing we need is for him to be risked, so to speak, any further than he needs to be. I'll give him 5 more minutes to the hour mark. Then I take him off. That's what I would do. Don't forget, leave a thumbs up. We're now just 41 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And also don't forget as well to go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. I'd be half tempted to chuck Kalvin Phillips in for Kevin De Bruyne and push Gundogan further forward. Leeds defensively aren't really offering too much that concerns City for me. Gamer, we don't lose the league. 2-0 is a good result. We go 4 points clear. 2-0. 2-0's a victory. 2-0's my score prediction. 2-0's a good result. Man City winning, City staying injury-free was what I was looking for here, and Nathan Ake seems like we're not going to meet that criteria. We can't afford anything else. I think that might just seal the deal with Kyle Walker starting against Madrid and Akanji, because Akanji will go on that left-hand side. Walker will go on the right, and Diaz through the middle. Laporte again would just be thinking if I can play well, put a good game in, I might be in contention to maybe feature in that game. We'll see. Leeds knocking balls over the top, send it long. Akanji gets his foot to it, gets it clear, can't keep it in, and it'll go out of play for a throw into Leeds. Leeds rolling the dice. They're going to send a couple of subs on now. Long throw comes in, headed clear by Manchester City. Here's Adam Forshaw now. Gives the ball to Luke Ayling. Cross comes in. It's a good header from Patrick Bamford. He felt like he should have had a corner. Coming in at the back post, winning the header above Rico Lewis. Comes off the back of Rico Lewis, but referee says it's come back off Rico Lewis, back onto Patrick Bamford and out for a goal kick. It looked like a corner to me. Should have been a corner, yeah. Good defending from Rico Lewis, really, holding his ground there. Weren't going to win the header. Patrick Bamford's physically bigger than him. But make sure he gets the block. So Roker comes off for Leeds in the first of the two changes that they're making. It looks like Rodrigo of Leeds United that's going to come on. So Gnonto comes off, Rodrigo comes on, and Greenwood comes on for Roker. That leads us a couple of changes. We're now into the 60s, 39 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be great. Here's Gundogan then. As I said, Man City surely not thinking about Kevin De Bruyne doing too much longer here, to be honest. He's looked very fit though, Kevin De Bruyne. He's looked good to go. Here's Gundogan. City are just going to want to try and get this wrapped up. If we could get a third now's a good time for us to grab that third. That'd be job done. Gundogan floats on in towards Mahrez, headed clear. Kyle Walker's not going to get there, and Leeds United can come away with the ball here. There, they found the pass forward here, and there's space. Akanji's trying to get back. Laporte's trying to get back. Akanji's going to shield that out. That's good goalkeeping. Ederson quick off his line. Sweeps the ball from under Jack Harrison, former Man City man. And keeps it at 2-0. Here is Mahrez now. As the attack gets a rendition of Marching On Together from the Leeds fans. Here's Gundo. Gives it to Mahrez. Threaded through to De Bruyne. Goes back post. And Foden had made his way into the towards the back post. And it was over him. And Leeds United can come away with the ball. Alvarez pressing. And Leeds United are going to send it long. Patrick Bamford takes the touch. And Akanji makes the challenge. But only as far as another Leeds player. And the ball gets sent forward now. And an early ball comes in and dealt with well by Kyle Walker. And Aymeric Laporte can give that ball back to Ederson. And City can have some possession. So Leeds United have looked a little bit sharper. Or is it Man City have taken the foot off the gas a little bit here? I'm wondering. Here's Gundo. Leeds United look more of a threat on the counter this second half than what they did in the first. In my opinion. Here's Mahrez now to Gundo. Gives it to Kyle Walker. Gundogan now gives it to Rico Lewis. Here's Aymeric Laporte. Walker now to Mahrez. Floats one in towards Haaland. Headed clear. Gundogan now to Walker. Back to Gundo. Here's Rico Lewis. As we're now 37 likes away from 100 likes. Aymeric Laporte. Floats one over to Kyle Walker. Threaded through is Haaland. Post! And wide. It's just not going to be Erling Haaland's day, is it? It's a good hit from Haaland. It just drags it ever so slightly. And wide. It's a good turn. It looked like he was trying to do the Dennis Bergkamp or the Johan Cruyff turn, and he couldn't. But he gets it onto his left foot where he wanted it, and he has to go. Feels like he has to go first time. Still, City not killed this off, and we're into the 62nd minute. To me, Kevin De Bruyne can't be doing too many more minutes. Here's Gundo. To De Bruyne. Mahrez now. Kyle Walker. Gives it to De Bruyne. Alvarez can't take that touch. Leeds can't get it clear though. And here's Kyle Walker again. City just knocking this around. Gundo gives it to De Bruyne. Works it backwards. Walker now to Mahrez. Gundogan. Walker. Gundo. Space opens up for him. Doesn't go for the shot though. Gives it to Mahrez now. Back to Gundogan. More space for him. Crosses it. Cleared by Luke Ayling. Further flicked on by Leeds United. Rico Lewis tries to win that ball back. Advantage played to City. Here's De Bruyne. Drops into space. Tries to thread it through to Julian Alvarez. He can't. Good defending from Leeds, and they can bring it forward now. And knocked over into space. It's a good ball over, and Patrick Bamford up against Akanji. Tries to play a ball to Harrison. Not the best of balls, and just snuffed out by Kyle Walker. And Man City can come forward again. And space is opening up now for City. Really opening up. Surely got to be thinking about getting this killed off sooner rather than later. Here's Gundo to Kyle Walker. It's how Man City try and get towards 900 passes. Kyle Walker and Gundogan just exchanged about 4 1-2s. Here's Rico Lewis. Into Alvarez. Tries to find Haaland. Nearly did. Leeds can defend and come away with the ball. Offside flag up against Haaland, so Leeds can have a little bit of respite. Leeds, another throw of the dice, make their third change of the game. Jack Harrison it is that's going to come off. So we're disappointed. He wanted a goal against City. His former team. And it's Crescencio Somerville that comes on for Leeds United. The Bill, thanks for tuning in. Early one. Yeah, City are 2-0 up. I'll tell you what, if City can grab a third in the next minute or two, get yourself back off to sleep. That's early. Haaland, not the best, and he gets a free kick. Get a free kick. Thank you very much, The Bill. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're just 30 33 likes now away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be great. If we can go at a like a minute, that will take us to 100 likes. So any help towards that would be great. A good position this for a free kick for City. Mahrez and De Bruyne are the two that are stood over this. Leeds get a player lying down in front of the wall. I mean, who has this? This looks like Mahrez territory. But I think De Bruyne's going to take it. No, it's going to be Mahrez, and just strikes the wall and over the top of the crossbar for a corner. Interesting that if it just sneaked it over the top of the wall, as to whether the keeper would have had that covered. De Bruyne is going to have this corner rather than Mahrez. KDB to take. Whipped in towards the near post. Akanji wins the header and it's miles wide. Not the best of corners and certainly not the best of headers from Akanji. And another minute ticks by. Surely soon De Bruyne goes off. Just come back from injury. Regardless of what scoreline it'd be. Surely not wanting to overdo De Bruyne here and give him a 90 minutes of a game. Considering he's going to be starting on Tuesday against Real Madrid. Surely not. No? Anyway, here's Gundo. Works it to Kyle Walker now. Mahrez. Back to Kyle Walker. Gives it to Gundo. Here's Rico Lewis. Worked well to Laporte. Here is Rico Lewis. He's got the run of Mahrez on the right. It's floated towards him. Gets it onto his left foot. De Bruyne threads one through. Kyle Walker makes the overlap and Alvarez trying to get there at the near post. Manages to keep it in. Kyle Walker's just going to walk back onto the pitch now to get himself back into an onside position. And that'll be a free kick to Manchester City. So Mahrez tripped up. And free kick given. Maybe Haaland needs to take his hair down. Maybe that's what he needs to do to grab that goal that he's looking for. De Bruyne to take here. City still 2-0 up here at the Etihad. Trick me. It's one of my highlights of the season, that. This game got a bit flat. I'm not going to lie. Got a bit flat. Silky Ilkay now to Laporte. Rico Lewis. Lovely feet from Rico Lewis. And works that pass forward as well really nicely. De Bruyne to Mahrez. And De Bruyne goes down. Free kick. Yellow cards out. It was funny. Etienne, yeah, I reckon Middlesbrough, my pick. What about you? Who do you reckon? Yellow cards out for Rodrigo into the book. What have you been visiting, Julia? A free kick here for City to put something into the box. Mahrez goes low and keeper does well in the end to make the save. City till I die. I made a fan. I've been on quite a few of the fan reaction videos that people get accumulations of fans giving different reactions. So I end up. So sometimes it gets recommended to me, so I just see my face pop up every now and then. They all tend to put my link in the description, so cool. Bit of free advertisement for me. It's the female Manscaped. Can the females not use the Manscaped? Imagine that surely could be used by males and females. No? I don't know. I've not had any emails off Minscape. Here's Julian Alvarez. So Leeds, Newcastle at home, West Ham away, Tottenham at home are their remaining fixtures. West Ham game, cool. You'll have to link me to it. I don't think I've seen any from the West Ham one. I'll have a look on my phone. Let me head on to YouTube. Man City, West Ham, fan reaction. Oh yeah, I found it. Oh yeah, cool. Here's Gundo. Gives it to Kyle Walker. Gundo again. City just knocking it around. Leeds fans making some noise, enjoying it. They might not be in the Premier League too much longer, so they might want to enjoy it while they can. "15 minutes. We've still got De Bruyne on that pitch. As we're now 31 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description. Don't seem to be doing too well with my BetMate. Not seen any of the players that I've selected score any goals, which normally suggests to me that JSGC isn't doing too great. Let's have a look. How are we getting on? Yeah, I'm 68th. Not the best of efforts from me. Not the best of efforts, to be honest. Thought someone might have had a Captain Gundo, but they haven't. That will work wonders. Worked absolute wonders. Right, we're feeling Scottish today. So we're on the Iron Brew. Surely. I don't know, for some reason I like the extra better than the normal Iron Brew. I mean, I'm not going to turn down a good can of Iron Brew, but Iron Brew Extra, for some reason, floats my boat more. Ah. City till I die is having a great time today. Here's Mahrez. 14 minutes remaining. City still pushing for that third goal. De Bruyne, a good ball in and good goalkeeping from Robles. And Haaland can't win his header. Here is Aymeric Laporte now to Manuel Akanji. And I don't want this to happen, but it would be really interesting if Leeds in the next 5 minutes were to find a goal. This would be a very tense finish. Very tense. Here's Gundo now to Akanji. And I think City just want to see this one out. Really. I think will be the aim of the game. Here's Gundo. Rightio then, guys. I'm going to be doing a video very soon, within the next 24 hours, all being well, fingers crossed. I'm going to have a look at some alternatives to Jude Bellingham that City could target. So if there's any alternative central midfielders that you think City should go after instead, let me know in the live chat. So I'll just start to make a note of some of the players that City might potentially want to go in for. I know we've been linked with the likes of Kovacic and Maddison. Doesn't really excite anybody, that does it really, from Jude Bellingham. So I'm gonna have a look at 5 alternatives. So I'm just wondering who everyone would want. Who would you like to see City sign? Jack Cork. I do like the look of the young lad though from Sheffield United, James McAtee, that City loaned out to him. James Milner, we're going to be missing out on Mr. Milner. He's going to Brighton, according to Fabrom on Twitter. I've already found Joao Pedro from Watford yesterday, Brighton. We're throwing to City just next to the corner flag, next to Leeds' half, as we're now 29 likes away from 100 likes. Milner used to play with Vincent Kompany at City, so I can see why you were getting linked. Laporte then goes back to Ederson. Gundogan. I think Gundogan's my JSGC man of the match for today. I imagine so. Foden squares one across, good defending that from Leeds and out for a corner to City. I'm just trying to think of what alternative City could have. I may have to do a little bit of digging. As Leeds are making their 4th and 5th change of the game. Final 2 changes for them. Oh, there's quite a few. Alright, just make me have a quick note. Alexis McAllister is a player that's been linked. Gavi is a good one. We can speak about Gavi. We'll chuck Gavi in there. A corner comes in from City. Not the best of clinches from Ayling. And yeah, his reaction there says a lot. Got that header wrong. Thankful for it not to go in the back of his own net. Mason Mount is another that's been linked. There's Rico Lewis, hits one for City and goes wide as we're into the final 10 minutes now. We're now 29 likes away from 100 likes. At Napoli. Oh, you're on about Kavica Kvaratskhelia. I think I've said his name right there. Napoli don't want to sell. I can't see City being too keen on wanting to go into negotiations. We've got previous with Napoli in the transfer market. We wanted Jorginho before he went to Chelsea. We'd said that City felt like they were getting stringed along by Napoli. And then we had Kalidou Koulibaly as well before we signed Ruben Dias. We got fed up with that transfer and signed Ruben Dias. So let's just have a look. Elijah, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. We're having a discussion about alternatives to Jude Bellingham. If City were to make a move in for anybody, but nothing out there at the moment. As we're on that push to 100 likes, we're just 28 away. Rico Lewis now gives it to De Bruyne. Foden cutting him, goes round 2. And goes down, wants a penalty, and he's giving it. He's giving it. Penalty City. Is Haaland going to take, or is it going to be Mahrez? Is Haaland finally going to get his goal? Or is the Algerian king, on the day that the UK gets a new king, going to be the one that takes the penalty kick is the question. Here's a penalty. There's a coming together of legs. Straum goes in on Foden, and Foden wins the penalty for City, and we're 83 minutes in and City have the chance, and it's Ilkay Gundogan. I thought it would have been Mahrez or Haaland trying to boost up their tally and get the goal, but they're going to give it to Gundogan and a chance for Captain Fantastic 2.0. That's Vincent Kompany's nickname. If you didn't know, we've got ourselves a new Captain Fantastic, Gundogan. Chance for a hat-trick for the German international up against Robles of Leeds United in goal to give City that all-important third and killer goal to give us the 3 points and move us on to 84 points and 82 points, and 4 points clear of Arsenal. Gundo then. Post! Haaland can't follow it up, and a hat-trick out of the window for Gundogan right now. And City still haven't got that third and killer goal here. Gundo misses. Hits the post. And Man City have work to do still. Does he get a finger onto that, the keeper? If he does, it's a cracking save. And Pep's not happy there. Pep wanted Haaland to take the penalty. He's not happy with it. And Leeds United come forward. I think City just need to just carry on doing what they've been doing. As Leeds are in here. And they've scored. No sooner of Manchester City. It's Rodrigo with the goal. No sooner of City missed a penalty. A minute later, Leeds United have scored. City should have this game wrapped up. 3 points in the bag and thinking about Madrid. They've made the wrong choice. Gundogan misses the penalty and Leeds United have the goal. Nizzle. Oh, Man City, talk about making life difficult for yourself. What's Akanji doing there? Going in with his head to try and get the clearance. Put your foot through it, man. Put your foot through that and get that into the stands and get it clear. And Leeds have a lifeline. They're fighting for their lives, remember. City have missed chance after chance after chance. It's almost like Pep could tell that Manchester City were going to do something. Leeds are going to go all out attack now. You've not got that killer 2-goal cushion keeping them at bay. And with Leeds thinking, do we, don't we, do we, don't we? They're going to go all guns blazing at City. And it's Leeds now coming forward. Kanji's going to see that one out. And gives it back to Ederson. Jeez. As I said, talk about making life hard for ourselves. Rico Lewis. De Bruyne just whacks this one clear and into space. Dare I suggest that Man City might be thinking the likes of Bernardo and Ruben Dias come on here. As we're now 25 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. We're so late into the game. I think this might just be a case of just see it through. But we shouldn't be in this position. We shouldn't be speaking about this. And this is what happens when you don't put your chances away and seal the deal and seal the game. Yeah, Bernardo is going to come on. Alvarez is going to come off. Anyway, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new around here. Social media links, yeah, they're in the description in the yellow banner too. If you want to go and follow me on there. And today's video sponsor BetMate. That's in the description and on the live chat. If you want to go and download the free BetMate app, that would be great. I weren't in the script for Man City. Here's Gundo now to Kyle Walker. I think that's going to be the big talking point now of this game about Haaland not taking that penalty. Pep not happy that... I mean, City decide who the captain is. They decide who they want to take the penalty. But Pep absolutely furious. I mean, Man City have gone into their Leeds United don't touch the ball. If Leeds United don't touch the ball, Leeds United can't score and Man City win. Kind of mode. Clock ticking away here. 2 minutes remaining. Can't be... There's not been that long wasted. Either. Please do not blow this from this position. De Bruyne just tries to thread a ball over the top. Defended well. Leeds drop into space. Rodrigo, since coming on, has looked good, hasn't he? Kyle Walker fends that one off Firpo and gets it clear. Right, we're 23 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that? Let's have a big push towards the end of this game. We're heading in towards the final minute now of the game. Wondering how long's going to get added on. I don't think they'll be too long. 3 minutes. Maybe a cheeky 4 if they're feeling excited to try and have that grandstand finish. Nothing more than that. Can't be long left into the final minute now. Into the 90th minute. Haaland with the ball. Rico Lewis. And Rico Lewis has done well today. He's had a good game for City. Throwing for City and a chance here just for City just to kill this clock. Get this ball down in the corner flag. Get Leeds to drop a little bit deeper. Push our defensive line further forward. And if we're in a position where Leeds might counter, take them out, take the yellow. And sit deeper. That's what I would do. Cover all bases. As I said, I'm amazed. De Bruyne is doing a full 90 here. Absolutely amazed. All I can think of is De Bruyne is not going to be starting next weekend against Everton. Because he'll probably do 90 minutes against Madrid. Oh. Right, into the 90th. Just 7 seconds left of normal time. And City get themselves another corner, just killing the clock down. How long is it then? Hang on, 3 minutes. 4. 4 minutes then added on. 4 minutes for Manchester City. I say hanging on. Man City aren't hanging on here. 4 minutes for Manchester City to get the job done. Foden then to Haaland. And can he get a corner for City? The answer is no. Goal kick. City got a free kick. I think they've got a free kick there, City as well. Yeah, Luke Ayling giving the referee's thoughts on that. It's a bit of a weak one. A free kick, which City just happy just to kill this clock down. Clock ticks away and 1 minute of the 4's already done. It's gone out for a corner. Here's Phil Foden now. Gets the cross in. He didn't want to get the cross in. There's nobody there. Leeds can get it clear. Take the touch and come forward. Into midfield. Gundo. He's been turned. Pinged the ball forward. Oh, no. And it's just out of play. Woo! Okay, breathe everybody. Somerville can't keep it in. 3 minutes remaining then. Remains 2-1. There should not be a 2-1 match. Am I back in sync? All good? Can all hear me, see me and everything? Is all good? Let me know. Anyway, whilst that's popping on, 2 minutes remaining here. City certainly need to play much better than this against Madrid. You're spot on there, Etienne. Absolutely spot on. As we're 20 likes off 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Are we back in sync? Is it all good? Let me know. Here's Gundogan bursting forward for City. Get that free kick. Love it. Love it. Love everything about it. Yellow card as well out for, who was that? Mckennie into the book. So leave a thumbs up. Let's get to 100 likes. 20 to go. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And also don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. So Silky Ilkay, a brace for City. Them 2 goals may just be enough for City to get the 3 points. Comes off and Rodri is the man that's going to come on. He is my man of the match for today, despite that penalty miss. I do think Haaland should have took that penalty to have shored it up. In the build-up to that, all I was speaking about was Haaland or Mahrez, because all I was thinking about was getting that killer 3rd goal and sealing the 3 points. And now, a minute later, we're in this situation where the game is not done. But it doesn't matter. Silky Ilkay putting in a man of the match performance there for me and becoming Manchester City's reliable man, so to speak. Is there when you need him. 3 minutes of the 4 done. Haaland can't take the touch. I don't think Haaland's going to get his goal today. Probably should have. I mean, City should really have scored 4 or 5, if I'm honest. In the end, and Leeds, can they muster up one more opportunity? They've not got long left. And thankfully, they've not managed to create anything since scoring. But certainly City need to be much better than this Tuesday night against Madrid. 100%. 100%. Akanji, get rid of that ball. Yeah, out of play for a throw-in. Just inside the City half. Is there a chance for one last opportunity? City have made a sub. There might be 30 seconds or so to go here, so a bit of defending. Rodri wins the header. I've not been a fan of Leeds United long throws in. They've not caused City any problems today. And that's not the greatest header from Leeds at the back. And that goes out of play for a throw into City right on halfway. And that should be that. Blue moon reigns around the Etihad. Referee, eyes on you, pal. Goes long. Haaland takes the touch towards the corner flag. And out for a corner to Manchester City. And that should be that. We're a minute over time now, ref. Come on. Mahrez to take the corner. He's just going to go short to Haaland. And there it is. Massive 3 points that for Manchester City. 4 points clear at the top of the Premier League. Sir Allardyce has a big smile on his face. Pep Guardiola's not smiling. You won't think they've just won the game. He's not smiling about it. He'll be thinking now, of course, about Real Madrid. We can all start thinking about Real Madrid. But let's not forget, there's a massive game happening tomorrow. Newcastle United against Arsenal up in Newcastle. They want to seal Champions League football. It's a massive game. Looking forward to it. I wish I was doing a live watch along, but unfortunately, JSGC very busy right now in this little push towards the end of the season. So going to film some content for the JSGC football channel. You've got that to look forward to. Hoping to have an upload out tomorrow night. If not, we'll be up Monday morning. Gonna have a live stream watch along. We'll have the preview and everything Monday. So we will have a live watch along link out Monday sometime, hopefully afternoonish, for you to set your reminders for the live watch along of that game between City and Real Madrid from Spain. Big game. Looking forward to it. We'll have all the build up to that. Gonna have my match review out within the next hour for you guys. So that'll be up before 6 p.m. BST. And hoping, fingers crossed, all going well, we'll have another video out for you guys up tomorrow morning, which will be speaking about alternatives to Jude Bellingham that someone had requested to me. So thank you very much to everybody for watching. Much appreciated. Looks like Sam Allardyce is going to give a little team talk on the pitch. Doing a Hull City special there under Phil Brown. There we go. So yeah, thank you already for tuning in. Much appreciated. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. We're still aiming for 100 likes. Can we hit that in the post-production? Bit of a stretch, but if we get up to about 85, 86 likes, it is doable. We're 19 away, so any help towards that, I'd be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel if you are new around here. Also, don't forget as well, TikTok link in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. What else have we got? Social media links, they're in the description below. And on the yellow banner too, if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Let me know your thoughts. If you're watching this after the game, then in the comments below. If you're watching this right now while we're live for the next minute or so, then do let me know your thoughts in the live chat. And finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by BetMate. You can go and check them out. Links and details, they are in the description and also in the live chat. Just having a very quick look to see if they're all full-time scores in the Premier League. They are Bournemouth 1, Chelsea 3, with Badiashile and Felix finding goals for Chelsea at the end. Spurs and Harry Kane's goal is enough to give them 3 points. Oh, my camera seems to have gone off. I don't know why. I think it might have overheated. Oh, never mind. Right, thanks for watching, everybody. Much appreciated. Who's won the BetMate pot? Hope you can all still hear me. Sorry about this. Just give a shout out to Ryan T for winning today's BetMate pot, winning £90, winning with 51.5 points. I finished on the 66th position, so not the greatest from me. Had Martinez in goal, Porro and Totti as 2 defenders, Neves and De Bruyne as his 2 midfielders, and Haaland and Kane doing the job for him. So well done to Ryan T for winning the money. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you all soon. I've been JSGC. Peace. Ciao for now.